going on, guys? Greg here. This is going to be a little bit of a quicker video because it is about 100 degrees out in this porch right now, and I don't feel like staying out here any longer than I have to. And a little bit more informal because this is actually a saber. It's a Vader's Ardent that is stripped down and has a NBv4, and this commission is for Kiennen over at KSith Saberfonts. He's been a good friend of the page, and he's helped me out a lot. I did a couple master replica conversions for him a while back. And like I said, we became friends. He started his page, and he's supported me. I've supported him. And so I had the saber. It was a Vader's Ardent. It had purple accents here and here, and then the pommel was just silver. But he agreed that if I could paint it, then he would buy it off of me because he couldn't stand the purple. And so threw a coat of black paint around this section and here, so just flat black right there and there. And then he wanted to try something, so he had me paint the pommel. It's not a powder coat, it's not anodized, so it's just some spray paint that was taped off and everything, and has a clear coat over it. So it's a little easier to chip, and he knows that. I don't have the tools to do powder coating at the moment, hopefully in the future. But yeah, so because of stuff like that he's done, Kiennen, as you also know, KSith, they provide all of our fonts for the page. And I use it all in mine exclusively. I have a Genesis Custom Sabers Ascend that has, it's gonna have CF8, 12 banks, it's all Kiennen's fonts. And so I said, this is just a little bit of a thank you. And so what we did is, when he purchases from me, he had me remove the crystal shard, because he's using that in another saber that I'll be doing for him down the road. And then instead he had me put in a NBv4, and he said, you know, because it's an RGB LED, and he said, you know, pick a couple colors, throw them together, make something unique, and throw a silver switch in. He didn't want the illuminated switch, and because the NBv4, it's a little bit harder to do it. And so what I did as a thank you to him is I actually added the power extender, and this is an RGB color changing saber to the extent that the NBv4 can be, which is, for those of you who don't know, you can choose a bank, and you can edit your color, one of the three die, you know, you set your number, RGB, so if you want like a purple saber, you know, red would be at like 300, green would be at 0, blue would be at, let's say, 700-800. And so, like I said, instead of just having a single color saber, Kiennen, you now have a RGB. You can figure out how to actually program it, because I know you do that with the other sabers. But yeah, so that's a little thank you for all that you've done for us. Is we just add that little upgrade for you. And yeah, so on the saber, Kiennen decided to, without permission, generously donate a couple of his fonts. I already had them on file, so I just put them in here for him. And then he also purchased Mad Cow's Spitfire and Sidious No Mercy, and I forget who that's by. So we have those two, and then Ascension by KSith. And I just threw some random colors in here, so we're gonna see how it goes. And then I also have just a Graflex blade plug that I tossed in here. I'm doing another saber. Let's get it fired up and run through this quickly. I believe actually I don't even know which bank I'm on. I believe I'm on Spitfire by Mad Cow, and I think we have a purple blade, but we'll see. So it's fired up. It might be in Deep Sleep, we'll see. So Deep Sleep, that's the boot sound, and then we got a nice purple. So I believe there's a red flash on Clash. I'm not positive. And then let's see next page. So the other thing that I'm gonna put this in this video so people can see it, because it was confusing me at first, and it really shouldn't have, but it was. Is you're gonna have two different beeps when using the NBv4, the new one. Where the first beep is gonna be the mute on the go, where if you let go of the power button when you're trying to cycle banks, when you hear the first beep, it'll actually go to just a muted sound. So, and then it's going to be a normal power off sound. And then you're going to wait for a second beep if you want to rotate banks. So that's what we're going to do now. This is Ascension by KSith. This was done for my personal saber. This was blue-green mixed evenly, so a nice light blue. And added a red flash on clash again, which I might mess with the files some more. But Kiennen knows how to do all that, so I'm going to kind of let him have his fun with it. And then we're going to go to the third bank, which is City of Snow Mercy, which has an orange-ish blade.
You have become a rival.
I love that boot sound. And I'm actually not a fan of, don't crucify me for this, I think it's a Clone Wars. I'm not a fan of any of those, really. But this sound font, because I have a Sid coming from Corbanth, that's going to be one of my go-to sound fonts because I just love the sound on that. So here we go. So yeah, it's an orange blade. Again, like I said, Kiennen can mess with all these as he wants. So. Actually, I love the boot on that, though. Not the boot, excuse me, the power on, because it's so just fast. Just right there. So. And there we go. I'm not going to throw a blade in because, like I said, Kiennen, he knows all this stuff, and I haven't done that for any of my videos yet. All I have to do is just put this button in place. It's still a little bit loose. But aside from that, like I said, Kiennen, thank you for everything you've done for us. I appreciate it, and like I said, I look forward to doing some more sabers for you. And yeah. Oh, other thing is that I turned the volume down to 3. My entire family is sleeping right now, and so I don't think, out of all things to wake them up, lightsabers is not the one that they want. So, like I said, 3. Kiennen, mess with us as much as you want. You actually just texted me. Thank you. Yeah. So, thank you, and I will talk to you guys later.